Yep, it's recording. Sure thing.
Okay, I would have been 11 years of age, and I was camping with my family, being my father, my sister, a cousin and my grandfather. And it would have been going on probably about 6 o'clock. Can't think of the time of year, although it was probably summer. I said to my father that I would go and finish off my cubby house, which was in an area that he probably knew around about where I was going, but not specifically.
This is around Cobargo.
Around Cobargo, yes, sorry. It was actually at a place called Digman's Creek. Close to there on someone's property, so we had a key to that. I took off. It was still light, but the sun was going down, and he told me to hurry up. So I was there. I happened to be singing. I remember singing. I was singing a popular song at the time called Time After Time. I was 11 years of age. I was gathering... it was probably twigs and stuff, I'm not quite sure, but I was making a roof on a cubby house that, the cubby house was over an embankment that looked over the river. I was there for probably about 15 minutes before I felt an intense urge to turn around. I felt someone looking at me. When I did that, I turned around, and probably about 25 to 30 metres behind me, as I spun this way, I saw the shoulder of and full face of a huge man that was, I thought to be an indigenous, huge, hairy, I didn't even know what to think, man at the time. But basically the face was so dark, but it had it looked like pubic hair all over the face.
But the skin was dark, was it?
The skin was dark, or I mean, I don't know if it was skin, it could have just been thick hair. I assume it was a he, I don't even know because I didn't see any genitalia, but was looking at me in a way of sort of, I felt shyness, but just looking, and I saw yellow eyes that actually to me now as an adult would be looking like something wrong with the liver or something, so yellow.
So the whites of the eyes were yellow?
Yeah, all yellow.
Well, how about the pupils?
The pupils were they weren't black. I think that it was sort of quite yellow is all I can really remember, but not... I mean, I know there was a pupil there, but mainly I could see the yellow.
Was this yellow.
Yeah, and I think he sort of, or she sort of looked down, but I can't be sure whether he blinked or he moved his head down. And then as soon as this happened, this character, or a huge hairy man, which is the only way I can describe him, and I say now probably 7 foot, turned quite fast and just sort of scampered off into the bush with a very loud crashing banging sound, to the point where at that moment my father actually yelled out to me, hearing noise in the bush that was louder than normal at that time, or like a tree crashing or something, and he yelled out, "Jodi-Lee," and I just took off then, and having that feeling of shock. I wasn't scared of the thing that I'd encountered. I was just in shock. I didn't know what to say, so then I went down, and I was white. I don't even remember how I crossed the bridge bit or the log. I don't remember that, and I remember talking to my grandfather and my dad and just saying, I've seen a big hairy man, and And then my grandfather said he thought it was a yowie.
He used the term yowie?
Yowie.
So you were 11 years old,
Yes.
roughly, and so what year roundabout was
Okay,
that?
so that would have been 34 now. 1983.
1983, and and what time of year?
84?
Winter, 83 or 84?
I'd say when we went camping it was summer. It was generally summer when we went. But I mean, there were times that we went, you know, in the middle of the year, so May. And I just remember it was on dusk in a sense where I wasn't frightened to go, it wasn't dark or anything, but I know the sun was going down, and I do remember this sort of sun, like the Yowie man there, and I remember sort of the sun coming in.
The sun was behind the creature, or
behind, sort of to that side.
Yeah. Oh, great. So then, now wait a sec. I'm not sure whether I think I'm getting a battery is
flashing.
Yeah.